MashaAllah, the informations will change now. When I said la shamsu yanbaghi laha an tudrika al-qamara wa al-layli sabiqu an-nahar wa kullun fi falakin, all the masjid said yasbahun. But when I said afa in mitta fa hum al-khalidun, kullu nafsin, only few people here repeated the verse. Because there got to mount, nobody wants to die. Very few people answered. You know how human beings get at that? This Egyptian brother, يعني سامحونا بقى يا أهل مصر، سامحونا يا أهل مصر يعني. When his father died, they said to him, just be next to your father, so that next day we will go by because it's late. He said, "Umali, يعني لو نمت يعني قدام بابا هيجيني موت مرة تانية." If I was to sleep next to daddy, the death is next to him. It will come and take me too. So human being doesn't want to talk about death at all. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَفَإِن مِتَّ فَهُمُ الْخَالِدُونَ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ وَنَبْلُوكُمْ بِالشَّرِّ وَالْخَيْرِ فِتْنَةً وَإِلَيْنَا تُرْجَعُونَ. Right before this verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the same verse that we quoted in Surah Yasin, وَكُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ. That the system, the planet, they have their own orbit that they're traveling in and within. And there is no single one that will come out of his own orbit and travel in different orbit. It's impossible. This was said 1400 years ago, that the time, or at the time, when science was not even available, but was said by the creator of humans, and was said or even recited by the first scientist that never lived and never even looked through a microscope. And that was Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I consider him the first scientist in the world that never made mistake, because there is no single scientist that ever lived except certain what theories that he came with be rejected, except Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the first scientist that got everything right, because it's through wahyayni. It's through what? It's through wahyayni. Al-wahyu al-awwal al-Qur'an, wal-wahyu al-thani sunnatuhu sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So he was speaking through revelation and inspiration from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam recited this to Sahaba through Jibrail's bringing the statement of Allah to him, that وَكُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ, or كُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ. وَكُلٌّ, you add waw in Yasin, you take out the waw in Anbiya. That's why I say وَكُلٌّ, and sometimes I say كُلٌّ, depending where I'm quoting from. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said كُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ. That means it's from where? Anbiya. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that they have those planets, they have their own orbits that they're traveling, and through the closest experiment in science today, we have come to recognize and even know that they are traveling, because when they are zoomed, you can see it's just like a circle that they're going through. Sun within its own orbit, you see the Earth within, you see the Mars within, you see the Jupiter within, you see the Pluto within. All of those 9. Some scientists said there were 10, some said 11, but some of them changed. So therefore now we have 9 planets remaining. So the 9 planets, those are the solar system with the center of the energy, which is the sun. So our Earth is actually what? The 3rd planet when it comes to the closeness to the sun. More closer you get into it, the massive heat that you will get. Farther you're getting away from it, the what? The cold the system gets. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala planned for our Earth to be the 3rd, what? The 3rd planet. Hadn't it been the 2nd, we will even be more than even the barbecue that we've been doing. If we were the 2nd, we will be like Kentucky Fried Chicken again. But we the 3rd. Therefore the what? The weather fluctuates and it suits our living. Tabarakallahu ahsanul khaliqeen. And if we were to come as the fourth, it has been very cold that we can never even survive in that cold. So Allah placed it in where we deserve to be. So you can see this earth that we are all living. We say Africans, we say Europeans, we say Asians, we say this is from Middle East, this from this place. All of us, different worlds of the world, the same earth we are all living. If you say, you know what, I've been tired living this earth, I have to change the system, you better build and open your own grave before you get your transportation ready. Because where to go? Nowhere. That's why in Hadith al-Qudsi, يا ابن آدم لو أمرت الأرض لابتلعتك في بطنها ولو أمرت البحار لأغرقتك في نعيمها ولكن أؤخرك إلى وقت أقدته وإلى أجل أجلته ولا بد لك ولكل نفس من المرور علي والوقوف بين يدي أعدد عليك أفعالك وأذكرك أعمالك حتى إذا أيقنت بالبوار وعلمت أنك من أهل النار أوليتك غفراني ومنحتك رضواني وقلت لك لا تحزن عبدي فقد غفرت لك الذنوب والأوزار ومن أجلك سميت نفسي العزيز الغفار نبئ عبادي أني أنا الغفور الرحيم وأن عذابي هو العذاب الأليم. So Allah loves us, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So He made the life easy. He placed the earth as toward the third planet for the life to be suitable to us. But you sit it here, even to praise Him, subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you get up, you know, man, I'm the man. So here, this planet, one of these 9 planets is where we live in, this earth. And if you were to think about the earth as a marble, we know marble, right? If you were to think of this earth that we live in, because many of us we believe or even we think other than this earth we don't have no place except here. No other place except this earth and the heavens. If you were to think of this earth as a marble, sun would be as the size of football, 280 miles away from that marble. Now when I say football, do not think I'm talking about the ball that, the football of the American football. I'm not the one that, the soccer one. The soccer one is the one we're talking about. The soccer. And the one that we use in MashaAllah to play with it. I hope nobody there before I score. You see, the one that we use is not the throwing one. If you were to think of this earth as a marble, sun will be the size of the football, 280 miles away from that marble. It means this earth is even smaller. And this sun that we are seeing every day rising and also setting is 103 larger than our earth that we are living. 103 larger than this earth that we are living. And whensoever sun set, in authentic hadith, sun goes and makes sujood under the arsh of Rabbil Izzati wal Jalal. And when there is time for the sun to rise, the sun will say to Allah, "Oh Allah, yesterday I rose over your slaves, your bondmen, your slaves and servants, but all of them, many of them, they even forget about you except few in numbers. However, don't you allow me to rise from the east and from the west, because the day it rises from the west is over. It's the day of Qiyamah coming, one of the signs." So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say to the sun, if you were to create them, you will have mercy on them.